Hey adventurers, so today is going to be another book review. This is going to be for The Wyrmling Horde by David Farland. This is a high fantasy, an epic fantasy, elemental fantasy, even to some degree a bit of a portal fantasy, and really been enjoying this series. This is of course book 7 of the Runelords series. So we are 7 books into this massive epic fantasy series and it's fantastic. Every book has been really good, enjoyable, it's added to the world, it's added to the story, and you just build upon the last book in a way that not a single of these books have I not enjoyed. Every single one of them has been immensely enjoyable. But in some ways, this is the last book we have, even though there's 8 books in the series, 8 published books in the series. There's supposed to be a 9th book that actually ends the series, but unfortunately David Farland wasn't able to finish that before he passed away. In some ways, and once I actually do my review of book 8, you'll understand why I'm saying this, but in a lot of ways, book 7 is the last book that we have in this series. I don't really have a ton of new things to say about this book or series that I haven't previously said in my reviews of books 1 through 6. This one is mostly little revelations and slowly piecing things together after we had our understanding flipped upside down and stomped on in book 6. So now we're just trying to filter our understanding through this new lens of what has happened in book 6 and what we're starting to understand of it in book 7. But one of the things that continues to impress me about this series, and the fact that there's still more to explore about it, is this conversation surrounding endowments. It's a very layered, and every time something happens regarding it, we're forced to rethink our own opinions on it a little bit. This magic system is dark, it's disturbing, and yet you cannot deny that it has some huge benefits and some upsides to it as well. And then the way that we continue to find new facets about this conversation to discuss, about endowments to discuss, it's just spectacular in the way that you do discuss it, and Farland never gives you a definitive, this is the right answer, this is the right opinion to hold. He makes you have to decide as the reader what you would do in this situation, and I think it's done brilliantly. The series continues to be surprisingly brutal, even though it's not written to be gory. It's not that we're seeing dismemberments and blood spurting everywhere or anything like that, but that there's a brutality and a torture that's implied, though not explicitly seen. The level of despair in this book really starts to come to the forefront, and there's a lot of desperation in every action that's taken place, both on the sides of the heroes and on the sides of the antagonists. This series has changed so much since book 1, and I truly believe that if people can get past the weirdness of the series, or better yet appreciate it like I've done, they'll find a ton to enjoy about it. And even though we don't truly have a conclusion, and as much as I wish that we did, the story up to this point has been so engaging, and it's just one of the best reading experiences that I've had in a while. And then of course reading it with Nico from Nico's Book Reviews, and then watching as Liam comes behind us and gives his thoughts as he's going through it. It's just so interesting to see the different takes and how similar our thoughts and opinions of this series are, while being so wildly different and being clearly our own opinions of it. Also, as I've undoubtedly already mentioned, the audiobooks for the series, narrated by the incredible Ray Porter, are fantastic, and I loved every moment of listening to the audiobooks, and I do wish that I had every single hard copy, physical copy of the book as well, because I've only got 4 of the 8 that are out, 3 or 4 I think, and they're beautiful books, but I want them all. So that is my review for The Wyrmling Horde, book 7 of the Runelords by David Farland. Thank you guys for watching an Erudite adventure. We're posting lots of videos at the moment, so we will see you guys again soon. Stay warm.